What's going on, guys? Good morning, good morning. What a day in the market yesterday, huh? Man, what a dump. All the way down to that level we talked about. Remember how we drew out this little circle? It hasn't been moved. Hasn't been moved. And there we are. We dipped right on into it. We did so again in pre-market. Looking like the market might even go a little bit lower early on, and maybe we get another little retest of like 400 or 399 early on, and then we get tomorrow. Well, not tomorrow. What's today? Tuesday and Wednesday. Tomorrow's CPI data. So then maybe tomorrow is when we get our boom. Our nasty drop. If the CPI data comes back hot, obviously. If it comes back slightly better, well then that'll change things a little bit. Give me 1 second here. Let me go ahead and put out a tweet and let everybody know we're live. Good morning, Joey, Dwayne, Keshra, Young, Joe, Silver Shrimp. What's up? Yeah, remember, guys, back on... Actually saw somebody commented. Let me see if I can find it. Someone commented on one of those YouTube shorts I did. Oh, I know. I tweeted it.
Alright guys, let me show you what I think is going to happen with the SPY this year. So if this level here in the
There
420
you go.
zone continues to hold resistance, it used to be a support zone, I think we begin to drop back down here to 410. And if that happens, I think we get down here to 404 to 398, maybe even lower. Let me show you where that's from. Those levels are from way back here. And I think that level might actually be the year's low. I do not believe 410 is the low for the year. Now, if you want to learn...
And I'll revise that. I'll say that I don't think that's necessarily the year's low. What was yesterday's low? Let's see. I said 398 in that video. The low of yesterday was 396.50. I think we probably go lower. And I've been saying this since December, January. All right. And then I re-emphasized it in March. Everybody thought that Russian-Ukraine low was the low for the year. Said, no, it's not. Those other pops were like, oh, we're going to rally. No, we're not. Those are suckers rally. I think we still go lower. I think we probably can still come in here and visit the 380s. And if CPI data tomorrow is extremely bad, all bets are off. I'm getting all the puts. I'm getting all the puts. All right, so let me put out this quick tweet here. Let everybody over in the Discord know that I am live over here. And we'll get to work. In the meanwhile, guys, any questions or any tickers you want me to take a look at for you, go ahead and start putting them up in chat there so I can jump on that for you as soon as I get back onto the screen here. All right. Silver Shrimp. Yeah, text just got slammed, and it will. Marshall, good morning. Trading, good morning. You're in disbelief. Kathy was a genius, or is she gonna get wiped off the earth? Alex, UPST will bring that one up. Yeah, those are a lot of speculative names, Silver Shrimp. A lot of speculative names there. I have Palantir and ChargePoint. I do not have Plug or NIO. I definitely won't have NIO. But then I also have, some other names and ETFs and such. So I only put a smaller percentage of the money that I set aside for long term into those speculative type names. All right, so let's go ahead and bring up UPST. Boof. Good God. UPST so rocked, man. What in the world? UPST plummeted 51.2% in pre-market despite better than expected quarterly results. The decline comes as the AI-powered lending platform operator cut its outlook, saying the current macroeconomic environment is likely to negatively impact loan volume. That's the thing, right? That's the thing we've been talking about. We've been talking about, you'll see companies in here coming in with good earnings, and then they'll have either poor or no forward guidance. And here the forward guidance was cut. Yeah, they cut its outlook. So that's going to send these stocks lower. And remember, investors want to know. They want to have targets. And if you don't get that, then they lose, especially when you're down so much already, they lose confidence in management and they start liquidating positions. How low can it go? Well, let's go see first where we could have some potential resistance on bounces. Oh, my eyes are so dry. The low here is 36.26, so at $36 area would be a potential level to watch for resistance. If it bounces back into that zone and shows resistance, then that would be a level I would probably look at for puts. Next level looks like 40, 42. Yeah, 42. That would be the next level. 42.50s would be the next level after that. Under 36, which we are under 36, we have room to fall down here to 30. All right. So those are the levels to watch on UPST. I'll throw it up on the watch list. UPST watching the 36 area for resistance. Could have room to fall towards 30 zone. So those will be the levels I'd keep on watch there on UPST. Yeah, man, Silver Shrimp. Silver Shrimp says, imagine going all in on UPST at the top. That's exactly it. That's exactly why I'm never one to be all in on anything. I'm not all in on anything. The bulk of my money is in real estate, followed by another chunk in the stock market and long-term investments. And then those are divided between ETFs, good companies, and then 3 speculative companies that I think have really, really good potential. So in my opinion, that's Palantir, SoFi, and ChargePoint. Right? And those are all that is 20-year holds. That's how I do my long-term stuff. Coin looking really juicy at these prices. Oh yeah, and then I have my crypto portfolio. I mean, you'll have a better average than Kathy Woods. Truth be told, nobody does do DD anymore. Due diligence, just buy and overpay, then panic sell. It's all these new investors gambling with their trust funds. Sorry, but it needs to be said, says Joy. Yeah, I mean, no one's been doing, as far as the average investor out there, or average uneducated trader, it's mostly people who don't really know anything. All they know is stocks go up because we've been in the longest bull run ever. All right. So all they know is stocks go up. So they just buy whatever dips and is popular. And then they just hold it and then they panic sell or they average down I mean, this is a perfect example. This is a prime example. This is a prime example. You know, this one's actually been holding up pretty decent. But even this is a prime example. People bought this thing at, you know, 300 and change. NIO is another good example. This was holding up half decent, let me tell you. But you want to see the best example of them all? Rivian. Look at that. You know what I'm saying? That's insane. That's insane. Like, there's been people who bought this thing here, who bought this thing here, just because they go up. You want to know another one? Boom. Space. SPCE. This is another prime example. Another prime example. You know? There's even people who have no idea about Palantir, and this is another great example. And I'm long Palantir. I'm a Palantir investor. I will be looking to continue to add a little bit more Palantir. But Palantir, I'll tell you right now, my position size on Palantir, according to my net worth, Palantir makes up about 1 to 2% of my entire net worth. That's how I play my speculative plays. Put in very small amounts. There's people who want to change their life on one ticker. They want to change their life on one stock. You can't do that, man. It's too risky. If it pays off, you know, it paid off for a lot of people with Tesla. It really did. Tesla made a lot of brand new multi-millionaires. You know, it can pay off, but it's a gamble. It's a gamble. You know, it's a gamble. It's not really a strategy for investment. It's truly a gamble. I don't like to gamble. I don't like to gamble. You know, maybe by not gambling at times, I've left a lot of money at the table, but I'm sitting here well ahead of all the goals I set forth for myself by the age of 40, and I'm 38. I've basically doubled my goals. Could I have quadrupled them? Maybe. Or maybe I wouldn't have reached them. So for me, you know, when I gamble, it's for fun. It's at a casino, and it's a limited amount of money. When it comes to the stock market, when it comes to investments, I like to diversify. I have 3 vehicles I use: real estate, stock market, crypto. Heavy, normal, I will say, and then crypto very light. Exactly. I want to make money smart. Good stuff, Silver Shrimp. Look at Lucid. Oops. Lucid. Yeah, and that one's not even that bad, you know. But yeah, people did buy it up here. Of course they bought it up there. This is not even that bad compared to Rivian and Space and Palantir. It's not that bad compared to those. But yeah. Yeah, look at this thing. I just saw a DM from yesterday's raffle winner that you haven't gotten the email from Jonah. Thank you for letting me know. Don't worry. We'll get on that today for you. %of new investors are here to gamble, and they can't even get a free drink. Cash or VRM. Hey, that's a nice little pop here on VRM happening today. Key level would be here around 140. See if that can hold support. A little bit of resistance around the $2 zone. And then you have the next level of resistance about the 50-day moving average. And these previous lows at about 230. Mike, you cannot short in a cash account. You can only short in a margin account. I believe Schwab's minimum for margin, I could be wrong, is around either 2,000 or 2,500 or something like that. I want to say, not sure, but you can only short in a margin account. So those are some levels there to watch on VRM. It is one of the leaders this morning. Let's go take a look and see if it has any news. Guys, do me a quick solid. We got 20 people watching the live stream. Thank you very much for tuning in, but only 11 likes. Help me out there. Hit that like button. So it posted Q1 loss and tops revenue estimates yesterday. That's what's going on with VRM there. And we could definitely put it on the watch list. VRM posted Q1 loss, tops revenues. Watching for 145 area to hold support. Could have room to 195 to 230s. Oxy moving now. Whisper number looks good. Don't know about guidelines though. Wow, man, Oxy just can't hold on to that all-time high ever. The thing with oil, guys, is that I think it continues to possibly go up, especially in the face of the Russian-Ukraine conflict that we have going on. So I would say that oil could still continue to go up. I mean, look at this chart, right? Boom. It's a strong looking chart right now. Look at Exxon. That's a strong looking chart, right? Look at that. So I think there's still upside in oil in the coming year. All right. So we got UPST, VRM. We have those two on the watch list. Do you guys have any other tickers you want me to take a look at for you? Brent, good morning. Spy key level to watch is going to be that 405 zone. I'm actually surprised to see it back at 403. We had that nice dump there yesterday before the close. And then overnight futures actually had a nice little move up. Bob, good morning, good morning. So at this point here now, it's up over that 402 zone. We have room here to 404, then 405. I'd expect that 405 zone to probably hold up to SPY some today. Let's see. NVIDIA and AMD, yep, we always look at those. NVIDIA, remember this stuff is going to move with the SPY at this point. NVIDIA, I mean, you have this little pivot here around 175. If it can break up and over that, you might have a little room here towards about 176. I'd say 178 would probably be a little bit would probably be a little bit stronger resistance on it. Let me get rid of some of these old lines. Would probably be a little bit of resistance on it around that 178. But it's got to get through 175 first. It could be a choppy day. It could be a little bit of an inside choppy day. We could maybe see a little bit of a quick pop in the early morning with a little sell-off. And then we might see, we might just see some chop. A little bit of an inside possible day as maybe some of this stuff formulates a little bit of a bear flag on the daily. That's possible. And then tomorrow we get the CPI data. Today's the 10th, so tomorrow CPI data. Maybe that's what moves this market a little bit lower. Or if we see better than expected month-over-month inflation data, then at that point we could see a nice pop. We could really see a nice pop back up to the upside. Wow, I'm really surprised to see Google hold those 22s as well as it did yesterday. Back up here in the 23 land. This is a retirement fund that I own, VTIVX. All right, so AMD was the next one you wanted me to look at. AMD, yesterday, remember, these are these old lines we've had here for a while. Held that $84 zone very well. It got all the way down here towards... Oh, my chart froze. Let me restart the chart. Hold on, guys. This old line, right? We came all the way down here to 85 and change. So we held right in front of that 84, this old line we have drawn here. And now we're just above it. We're in the middle of the range. So it's the same thing, right? You got 84 support, 91 potential resistance. Same setup that we talked about back here. So we're in that channel now on AMD. At 358, I grabbed, Joy says, I grabbed 20 $399 calls for 35 cents. Sold 90 seconds later for $1. I guess that's $1. You have an exclamation point, must be $1. Nice, man. Wow. That's incredible. That's incredible, dude. Congratulations. That's a great trade, man. Good P&L there. So you bought them down here, and then just bang, you got shot right back up here. Nice. Congratulations. Okay, so UPST VRM is what we have here. I don't think I put AMD on here. I mean, the problem is right now that AMD is in the middle of the channel. If we were closer to that 91, I'd say I'm going to watch that 91 for resistance, which I still can. I still can watch it for resistance. And you know, catch moves on the way down. Maybe we'll come back to it and take a look at it in a little bit. Then we'll probably add it to the list at that point. EVAX. Oh yeah, guys, I didn't even go over yesterday's trade. I took 2 trades yesterday in the morning. I took 2 trades yesterday in the morning. Both were on Tesla. I'll show them to you now in a minute. Let's well, I actually did a live recap. Remember, guys, I talked to you about I'll be doing those live recaps in the mid-morning every once in a while. I did one yesterday. EVAX, I'd watch to see if it can get up and over this 340 zone. That would definitely be a zone to watch. If it can get up over that, you got room to about $4. So yesterday I traded Tesla, no surprise there. Yesterday I traded Tesla right in here. I'll show you my alerts here. First trade was long Tesla, $800 strike put option, May 13th expiration at $20.90. Stop over VWAP, sold out of it at $18.15. I got stopped out, full size red trade. Next trade was back into the same puts. This was at 9:47 a.m. At 10 a.m. back into the same puts. All right, so the $800 strike, May 13th, at $18.80. This time I didn't set my stop on Tesla. Well, I didn't set my stop using the Tesla chart. I set my stop on Tesla using the SPY chart. Stop if SPY got over 405 again. I got a little uncomfortable and I knocked one out at 1875. So just, what was that? 1880, 1875. That's a break even. Then I took some profits at 2040 from 1880, at 22, at 2350, And then I stopped out the last piece at 21.45. Banger trade. It brought back all my red from the earlier trade plus plenty of green. The first trade was right here. I jumped in right there looking for that VWAP break, expecting that action. We did not get that action as the SPY also started to bounce a little bit. And we got right back up over VWAP. I stopped out of it. We rallied up here, made new highs a day. Then the SPY started to give it up. And that's when I got back in Tesla right here. Added in that second red candle and then just rode it down. Plenty of profits to be taken there. Stopped out on that green candle when we broke back above 825. Then I was looking to see if it can get up to the VWAP to reset and re-enter, but it didn't. So that was it. That was yesterday's trade. SQ. Yeah, it could be. It could be definitely starting to do a little bit of a bear flag. Got to keep eyes on that. See if it wants to do that. All right. So let's take a look here. We already got VRM. We already have UPST. EVAX, don't like it too much here. It needs to get over 340. Let me check. I think Kesher said it had news. Yeah, 1 hour ago, announced successful production of personalized cancer immunotherapies in phase 1 and 2A, or phase half A. So EVAX with news for cancer immunotherapies. Watching the 340 area for possible support. Could have room towards 4. The king. Yeah, we did NVIDIA and AMD already. NVIDIA and AMD are both looking like they might have like inside type days. Maybe start to establish bear flags. AMD is in the middle of this channel between 84 to 91. 91, 92 resistance, 84, 85 support. Guys, you're getting yourself a nice little cup and handle on VTNR here on the daily chart. You're getting yourself a nice little cup and handle here. You got to keep eyes on that. Definitely keep eyes on that VTNR for that cup and handle. I'm actually going to put it, I'm going to put it on the back burner. VTNR. Keeping eyes on the daily chart for that cup and handle. Gonna throw that one on there. Julio H says Facebook over 201. That is way too exact. When you guys are dealing with these types of stocks, you know, triple digits, it's not gonna be like 201 or 257. It's gonna be 200 area, and in the case of Facebook, that could encompass, you know, like 200, 203. 204. It could encompass a whole lot. You also have to remember here, you have to contend with this 50-day moving average at 207. Yeah, if Facebook got up over the 200 area, and you saw it hold 201, 202, you could have some room here towards 207, which is that 50-day moving average. Sepa, good morning. Jose, stop picking on the apes. Jose says AMC to the moon. I'm gonna erase all his lines, guys. Goodbye, beautiful lines. Just want to clean up that chart. I said that I thought AMC would be in the $10 range in May, It's May 10th. We got all the way down here towards 12 and change. I still think if tomorrow's CPI data is bad and the market goes lower, I still think we see the $10 range on AMC. Guys, 2 weeks of trade ideas test drive right here in chat. Boom. Posting the link for you. So yeah, I think AMC could still get down there to the 10s if we do end up getting some bad data tomorrow. Otherwise, we might see some type of relief bounce across the board. Across the board. Today could be a day where things are quiet ahead of that CPI data. It could really be that. That could really be the case. Michael, welcome to the Discord. Glad to have you on there. Here you go, guys. 2 weeks of DTC Lite for free on that link. After that, it's just $24.99 a month. This is natural gas. I could be wrong, but maybe natural gas now starts to kind of wind down a little bit, although we still have issues, obviously, with Russia, Ukraine that are affecting things like that. So over $11, you know, 1090s right here, over $11, you could really have a lot of room here. I mean, you have a lot of room to 15. It's possible. Yeah, KXIN was on the scans earlier. Here it is. Nice move straight up, and then it pulled back, and it hasn't really bounced ever since. Jose, it's looking like it's going to be late, man, and I'm dying for it. I want that warmth, yummy taste. KXIN has... The thing with KXIN is that it has a world of bag holders in it. So all these pops get sold into very often. You have 160s resistance. You can see it here clear as day on the chart. If we get up there, you might see some resistance. Right above that, around 175, you have the 200-day moving average. So it's not something that I would put too much weight in today. Tesla, I'd watch 820s for resistance now on Tesla. Watching the 820 area for resistance. Could fade back down towards 800. If it can break up and over and hold 820, has room towards 850 zone. So you have 820 resistance, previous level of support there, right? Previous level of support back here, previous level of support, previous level of support. So you have all that 820s. If 820s breaks to the upside and holds support, you do have room towards the 850s. Otherwise, maybe you see 820s tap, reject, and we go lower. Nice, the king, congrats. So we got UPST, VRM, EVAX, Tesla, Backvender VT, and R. Let's jump on that SPY train here. It's moving. It's moving. SPY. Then we'll go look at the Qs. SPY watching the 405 area for resistance. Could have a fade back down to test the 390s 400 area, the high 390s. I don't know, like I'm not convinced that we can break 405 and rally to 410 today. If it was the morning tomorrow and CPI data came in lower than expected and all that good stuff, then yeah. But today, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Let's go look at the Qs. Qs having a nice little bounce off of that key level 429. We talked about this level yesterday aplenty. If that level continues to hold support, you could have, you know, you do have room there to 407. The Qs do have some room there that you got to keep eyes on. We haven't really had small cap runners in a while, so I'm not gonna sit here and think that it's gonna be something like VRM. It could be, but I'm not gonna be looking. I haven't really been trading small caps in a while because they're not trading all that well. They're simply not. There's just so much more volatility and better opportunities in the SPY and Tesla and Nvidia and AMD and Rivian and Baba and all these larger names. There's so much volatility and opportunity there that I've been completely ignoring these smallies because they haven't been moving that well. They haven't been moving that well at all. But you know, we did go over VRM. It definitely has potential towards the 50-day moving average around the 230s if these 140s can hold support. So far it's doing well in pre-market. Thank you, Kesher. You too. Have a good one. So guys, now in about 2 minutes here, I'm going to jump on over to the Discord and go live with my team over there. Like I said, DTC Lite, if you want to join, DTC Lite has 2 weeks for free. Then it's just $24.99. And if you want access, that's access to the live trading, the live recaps, the live lessons all day. This is what I do. I don't, like, there's a lot of people on YouTube that do this in the morning and then they trade like the first 30 minutes and they're like, all right, guys, I got to go because they have a job outside in the real world. They got to go clock in. I don't do that. I don't have that. This is what I do. So I'm in the Discord all day pretty much. If you want to go over courses and such, then you have DTC Pro, where you're going to have all my courses, the video lesson library with a few hundred videos in it, the members dashboard with extra tools, free one-on-one with me, plus obviously the live chat all the time, and the monthly DTC Pro study sessions. $50 off. That ends on Friday. There's a link to that. All right. So any questions about any of those, guys, just let me know. Swing on by the Discord and ask away. Hope you guys have a great day. I'll be back tomorrow on the live stream again here in pre-market. We'll formulate our watch list again. Right now, we're going to go ahead and put the final touches on the watch list and get it sent out to your emails. If you're not signed up for the watch list and you want to be, here you go. You can sign up there. And yeah, John, you know, it is difficult for people, especially when they try to learn it on their own or they try to learn it from sources that don't know what they're saying out there. It is not an easy task. It is not. Trading is not for the faint of heart, and it's not for someone, and I'm not saying you, that doesn't want to learn it. That's why the courses are out there with the curriculum that's step by step by step. And it takes time. People go to college to start their careers, and it, you know, at a minimum 4 years. It takes time. One's not going to learn to trade in 6 months, because even after you learn technical analysis and you know it and you can spot patterns, you still have to deal with trading psychology, and that's another world completely there. Proper risk management, trading psychology, all of that goes into it. Hey, Robert. All right, guys. Well, thank you very much for joining. I will be over on the Discord all day, and I'll see my members over there, and we'll kill it. Good work, guys. We've been killing